Hey yo, what is going on, guys? The Super Saiyan God here, and welcome to another part of Resident Evil 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Now, this part may or may not be long. I don't think it's gonna be long because I know where we're gonna go. I know what's up ahead, so I don't think it'll be too long. It'll probably be on the shorter side. Of my videos. Of my video length average. Over here and just collect this, and I'm just ready to see what Ashley's gonna look like, man. Because with this outfit, you get I think you get the pop star Ashley costume. So she's gonna be dressed like a pop star, and we're gonna be seeing those tits. You're gonna be seeing all that good stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, I'm not kidding in the sense that that's what we're going to be seeing, but I'm kidding in the sense that, I'm excited to see it. If you understand what I mean. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this. Like, I'm not trying to be pervy about it. Let's say that. This dude looks like he has no idea what the fuck is going on. He just kind of walked up to us. Yeah, let me get rid of some of these flash grenades. Alright, so kick these people. Kick these people. Wait, which dude is it? Oh, it's this dude. Alright, kick again. Kick again. Alright, so they're going over there for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, damn. Alright. I want to get some more headshots. Oh, alright. No! Get away. Should I even waste, I'm just gonna snipe these dudes, fuck it. Snipe this dude. Snipe this. Oh, what? Alright, let's see if we can quickscope this guy. Let's see if we can quickscope in here. Alright, so let's just put the hairs over here. Nah, you can't really quickscope in here. You would technically have to hard scope. You'd have to quickscope hard scope, which is pretty much just hard scoping for people who can't quickscope properly. And oh my god, I remember the days of Modern Warfare 2 quickscoping. I think that's when quickscoping really became big because of the intervention. The intervention, hands down, was the most perfect gun to quickscope on. It had the perfect bolt action, it was just perfect, the quickscope on. I kind of miss those days, but at the same time, things happen. Games get old. Gotta move on. Find the bigger and better things. There's a lot of bear traps around here. You want to be wary of them. Careful not to step on them. Open this. Get some handgun ammo. Once again, just make sure you're not stepping on a bear trap. There's 3 more here. Don't necessarily have to knife these, but it's good practice. Just shoot that guy down there. Let me get rid of these. But yeah, it's just good practice, kind of, because you never know when you're gonna have to backtrack, or you never know if, say, somebody comes over here and then you're like, oh shit, I don't want to get hit, and then you kind of just step right back into it. So it's always just good practice to just kind of knife the bear traps. Except for these, I didn't fucking knife those. Oh, yo! If I would have turned around and then stop that bullet, but I think it was even sicker how I fucking did that and hit him in the head. But either way, if I would have turned around like that and just kind of shot the axe and stopped it, that would have been nuts too. But either way, that was just fucking nuts. But yeah, like I said, there's really no point in shooting those or knifing those. Because we're not gonna go over there. Yeah, dude, that was fucking nuts though. I heard the sound of it, and then I kind of just turned around and then just shot. That was dirty, man. All right, so do that. Get the elegant mask. A lot of people don't know about that. And we saw it because this is where we came through the first time. Or the first time we entered the building, this is where we came through, and we saw it through here. So just gotta knife the wood. And then jump through, and then get the elegant mask. don't sell it, because that can also be combined with things that, you know, we will see eventually as the walkthrough, you know, drags on or progresses. Drags on kind of seems like I'm kind of milking it, whereas progresses kind of seems like we're progressing through the game. I guess we can kick him down there. We kicked him on the wrong side though, so hopefully he didn't drop anything. Which we didn't, so that's good. So we can jump down here. Don't be scared of these fish. Yeah, there's some things that you can collect here. Handgun ammo, flash grenade. Alright, we can discard that. Get some money. But yeah, there's some fish here, and yeah, you can kill the fish. That's what we're gonna fucking do right now. We're gonna kill this big fish, and you know, you can kill the big fish, which will result in a black bass, a large bass. Can kill these little fish, which will result in a small bass. Oh, okay. Yeah, these little dudes are tanks. You know, they can survive a fucking, you know, more than one kind of knife. And this is, yeah, just a regular black bass. This dude's flopping up and down. Okay. Didn't even realize that was in the game. Which is cool because that's definitely realistic. So like as I was saying, I get sidetracked a little too much here. You can, you know, pick these up and use them to, you know, recover your health if you have the space for it. Obviously, we don't have the space for it, and to be honest, it's not worth it to make space for, you know, the fish. It's not worth it to make space for the fish. So there's really no reason that, you know, we should feel bad about not having space for them. You know, don't worry, you don't need them. If you have the space for it, you can do it. But if you don't have the space for it, don't worry. It's, you know, it's nothing big. It really is nothing big. It's kind of just like a bonus. And I could even argue that, you know, getting these fish are kind of, you know, a waste of space in a sense, because, you know, while you're taking up 4 or 5 slots, you know, with a fish, you could be, you know, those could be separate slots into having, you know, herbs that you can actually combine with other herbs to make mixtures. So one could argue that it's even, you know, not even you know, efficient to kind of have, you know, those fish. So we got some more birds here, some more crows. Easy way to kind of shoot this thing and to get rid of and to open up the bear traps. Just shoot this, and you'll see there's another bird there. Actually, it didn't get rid of the bear traps, but it's whatever. As you see, there's another bird there, but we kind of just killed 2 birds with 1 stone, essentially. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, but whoever walks into first of all, if you even walk over here, whoever just blindly walks into this just like this has got to be a retard. Literally, you see the bear traps, and you see, you know, if that wasn't enough, if seeing these bear traps wasn't enough, there's a freaking, you know, I don't even know what to call it, an explosive. I'm just going to call it an explosive. There's an explosive right there, you know, between the trees. So, you know, if you just decide that, alright, I'm just going to walk in between the bear traps, then get hit by the explosive, you know, that's a shame. Anyway, we have another opportunity to save what could be a dirty, you know, jewelry. We can keep it clean. I mean, and what that does is it gives you more, you know, it just gives you more gold. So yeah, and who wants a dirty brass pocket watch? Oh, we've seen this sign again. Does this signpost mean more than booby traps? You know what? I never actually read that sign before. And now that I'm thinking about it, every time that this sign came up, there has been a booby trap. Like right after, there's been a booby trap. The first time there was that, there were those, there was that dog, and there were those bear traps. The second time we saw that sign was, you know, we were going down kind of that stairwell, or that path, and the people freaking pushed a huge ass boulder that chased us, and I thought I was gonna freaking die. And now this is the 3rd time I think we're seeing this sign. Or maybe, you know, we've seen it more than that, but I just didn't realize it. But, you know, looking back, this really does mean that there's a booby trap, you know, ahead. And I never really thought of that because I never really, I never read that sign before. So that's actually really cool. In all of my times of playing this game, I finally read that sign. And I finally just realized that that sign means that there's a booby trap ahead. But anyway, I think this is definitely one of the best camera angles. One of the best scenery in like any game that, you know, came out around that time. And even now, this holds up to even now. Like, just look at the camera angle. Look at the house. Look at the scenery. It's just, like, this is a horror game right here. Like, this is the epitome of a freaking horror game right here. I'm gonna walk up slow. That way we can see it, like, in slow-mo. Alright. Look at that. Just gotta enjoy it, man. You know, you got the trees in the background with no leaves, just adding to it. Got the smoke. It is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, got this puzzle here. All you gotta do is go up, and then you pick a side. You go to the left, go to the right. I personally like the right better because I'm right-handed, so I'm just gonna go to the right. And then there it is, the insignia. Blah blah blah. Okay, so there's a window here. We don't have to knife that. Don't have to do anything over there. This dude, this is Sadler right here. So this is the main dude that's orchestrating all of this, which is why he's being like revered as a god in this room. If you didn't know, this is the Big Cheese's house, the Chief Mendez. And you know, if you thought that dude was bad, if you thought he was insane, he's over here worshiping this dude like he's a god. So that just tells you how insane that this guy is. You know, if even the Big Cheese is bowing down to him. So go ahead and just collect everything we need to collect. Come over here. We get this insignia. This is what we're gonna need to get into the church, because you know, if you would have tried to get into the church during the second part where you were in the village, it was locked. Well, this is the key that we need to open it. And that's gonna take us to another part of the game. I can read this note. Why not? Alright, so Chief's note. As instructed by Lord Sadler, I have the agent in confinement alive. Why keep him alive? I do not fully understand what the Lord's intentions are. My voice cracked. I would, however, think he'd keep them separate, not confine them together as has been ordered. I don't expect Lewis would trust a stranger, but if by chance they did cooperate, the situation could get a bit more complicated. If for some reason an unknown third party is involved, I don't think they'd let a chance like this slip by. But maybe it's all Lord Sadler's ploy, leaving us vulnerable so that this third party will surface, if they even exist, that is. It's an unlikely possibility, but if a prowler is already amongst us, then our plans could be ruined. I guess the Lord thinks it's worth the risk if we're able to stop whatever conspiracy is at work. At any rate, it's the Lord's call. We will trust his judgment as always. Alrighty. So, coming through this door will trigger a cutscene, and will, pretty much the end of the chapter, guys. 1-2, so it wasn't that hard, it wasn't that bad. But, you know, I'll talk about it a little bit more after the cutscene.
Hay un rumor, hay un extranjero entre nosotros.
Nuestro jefe se cuidará de la rata. Si la plaga es mucho mejor que la nuestra.
Tienes razón.
You carry the same blood as us, it seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
What? Same blood.
Alright, so that's pretty much it. If you guys remember in the second part where we finished chapter 1-1, I did say that generally, on average, your hit ratio declines. So we did see a slight decline, although it was generally the same. It was only 2%. There was a slight decrease in hit ratio. So it'll generally stay around the high 80s maybe low 80s. Generally, I predict that I'll finish with like an 85 hit ratio, 85%. Let's just say in the 80s. I'll finish with a hit ratio in the 80s. But hopefully you enjoyed this part, guys. Stay tuned for the next part, 1-3. As you can see, in the corner, you can see a cemetery, and you see the church in the background, which is where we're headed in the next chapter. So, that'll all be fun and games. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next part.